Hey, I want to ask you today, what's on your mind? Like, what are you thinking about today? When we look at this fight we're in, when we look at the struggles we have in our lives, I think a lot of it is going to show up in what you're thinking about. Like, what keeps you up at night? What are you dreaming about or having nightmares about? It's what we kind of preoccupy ourselves with. And a lot of times, I don't know about you, but I get stuck in a loop and something happens or I believe something that someone said about me and it just bothers me, right? Everyone else may have given me compliments, but that one negative thing that somebody says just tears you down, right? That negative thought, that thing that they say. And hey, there might be some truth to it, right? Like for me as a pastor, maybe that sermon was like really long and really boring. And I got to deal with that. And I got to look at that. But sometimes it's not necessarily your thing or your fault, but the other person's. Right? Sometimes it's a combination of both of those. But God's saying, what are you going to ponder? David, right, who was a guy who dealt with, he had his issues. Committed adultery, committed murder, he did all these things. But he loved God, and he knew that God just loved him. And it was just an awesome thing. And he says, I'm going to ponder, in Psalm 101, verse 2, he says this, I will ponder the way that is blameless. So I'm going to spend my time thinking about, like what does that look like? To live in such a way that the devil's got nothing, right? That the world's got nothing. I mean, they can make stuff up. They can sort of twist things. But we walk as God's people. See, I got to remember that. So many times I forget who I am. I forget that I'm loved by Him. And am I even thinking about a way of living that God would call blameless? That He would look at it and go, yes, awesome. Not in a prideful way, man. Not in a, look at me, I'm holier than you. Right? Because that's the opposite of what we're talking about here. I'm talking about something that actually helps other people and lifts them up and points them to God, right? That's a way that's blameless. That's the narrow road that Jesus talked about. Looking to Him, trusting in Him, knowing that He loves you, that He died for you, that He gave His very life to save you. Right? David's heart comes out here. He says, oh, when will you come to me? Right? He's crying out to God. Lord, I want a way that's different. I want a way that's blameless. See, we kind of start there, like Lord, I'm not doing that. I'm not living that way, but I want to. Help me. See, sometimes we just don't. We just wallow in our guilt or our shame, and we're not even asking Him. Lord, remind me that I'm saved. Remind me that I'm forgiven. And He says, I will walk with integrity of heart within my house. He kind of draws a line. He's like, no more. I want to walk God's ways. I want to walk with integrity in a way that this is who I am when no one's looking. When no one's there to pat me on the back, this is what I'm going to do. That's integrity. Right? Where there's this strength that surrounds you and that's in every part of your soul. There's just this, like, it's so legit, man. It's who God is. I want us to be that. I want us to do that. Because that's why Jesus died. Not that we would live lives of guilt and shame, but that we would live lives with that just embody hope. That proclaim to the world this truth that we are saved because of Jesus, and He gives us life and a new way to do life and to live every day for Him, empowered and directed by His great love for us. I hope that helps. Hope those are some helpful fighting words for you on the follow through. You have a great one. I'm Pastor Fred. Hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody. Talk to you next time.